Hey, in this video we are gonna look for a new trailer to build a house on it. We will also make a cozy home in this big trailer, and we'll be cutting some mimosas that are a bit dangerous around base camp. So welcome to a new Project Camp update. Last year you saw us build our first house. We started with an old big trailer, and one of our goals was to try to reuse as much material as possible. This year we want to do the same, so we went back to the scrapyard. But let me first show you what we have around again. Last year we found some that we like this blue was already here, this blue box. Was nice, we still think that it's a nice base, but we think that there's something else around that we like.
A better one.
Could be a better one, let's see. This is an old bread truck where they used to transport bread.
Very high. Look at Adrian.
It's too tall to drive in the roads nowadays, so that's why it's laying here for, last year was 40 years. Still not very interesting, but who knows in the future. This is also still here. Last year we thought it could be a potential Project Camp car. I still think the same, and I still think that it will wait for us, and at some point we will get it. Let's see. Well, you know what is there? It's a little pony. It's a bit friendly guy. Yeah, friendly boy.
Do you think it's like a very old truck?
Kind of.
Like a very, very old transport
I
vehicle?
think they used to put things in the back to carry old metal beams around. But none of these vehicles, not even the little pony, seem right to us except for one option that we found particularly interesting. Let me show you our favorite option. So these boxes used to be to transport goodies that need to be under a certain temperature, and this particular one would be to transport meat. So you can see here all these metal lines. This means that from this metal used to hang like 1,000 kilo cow, 500 kilo pig. So it gives the reference that this is very stable. When you go for a fridge box, you can find two different types of them. Ones that are more to transport frozen stuff, so they have a thicker wall like this one, or you can also go for ones that have like thinner wall that are for transport cooling things. So the thing inside now is a bit disgusting. It has some glass laying around, it's full of dirt. Here it's full of,
What is that?
I don't know, it's like soil or something. So this thing, I assume, is what creates the cold inside the truck, but let me show you from the outside. So this is the cooling unit. Are these boxes that go on top of the drivers of the trucks. This particularly is a bit old and doesn't work anymore, but this is actually what creates the cold inside the box.
Are you going on the roof? You said it's strong, no?
Yeah, he said it's strong, but I'm also happy. Whew. It feels very sturdy. Just have there are some parts that are missing a bit of the fiberglass on the top, but it's quite clean, no rotten, flat, and sturdy.
You got scared, didn't you?
No, really, it's strong. Eh? French brand. The guy said you're the best. High quality fridge boxes.
You think he was trying to sell it?
Could be. So we are done. This box had convinced us, so we bought it. Now next steps is to put it on the frame, put it out of this mess of tracks, and bring it to clean. Remove some parts we don't need, and finally bring it to our land. We return a few days later to help the guys at the scrapyard give the future house a good clean. So first side ready, super clean, big change. We thought the letters would go away. They didn't go. We probably would leave them there. So we keep in mind that this truck had an history before. Look at this, all these silicone leftovers, paint, fibers, all these things would end up in the soil of the land if we wouldn't do this here. So luckily we could have done it here. So now what we're gonna do is to unscrew all this, bring down this in one piece down. Many more. So, fridge box is almost ready to go. We have cleaned it, we disassembled some parts. Next step will be to take it out of this truck, build a new trailer, put it on the new trailer, and bring it to the land. We are so excited about the new project. It's a completely different project than the big trailer because of the base is completely different materials. Anyway, it's kind of important to have a house for the people that live here long term. It can be quite rough to live in a van for 2 or 3 years. There is not much space and weather can get quite harsh, especially in winter.
Something here in Portugal I also didn't know. It can actually get quite cold, especially in a van.
This is a block of ice. This is a block of ice. Not working.
So, after some years living in the land, setting up base camp, we are now trying to focus a bit more in building proper living spaces. More isolated, with more room, like the fridge box or the pig trailer we built last year. And regarding that, the pig trailer is a nice and warm space already, so it was nice for the winter, but was still a bit empty and needed some improvements to become a real home. Dave can tell you a bit better what we are gonna do.
What are we doing?
Buying stuff for the house.
The first thing we needed to build was a wardrobe, so we went second-hand shopping. So here we have a bunch of drawers, containers and baskets we bought. We measured them, so we have the sizes. With that, we made a 3D drawing to make sure it all fits in most effectively in that small space. Now we got some plywood to make a box and frame around it so we can all hold them. So now we're gonna wash them to make sure they smell fresh. And we're gonna cut the wood so we can start building the frame around it. Another thing we need is a foldable table, and to make it we'll use the classic basketball floor planks. I attached the pieces with some screws and here's the result.
Let me show you. Nice and steady.
Next, the kitchen. We bought this second-hand cabinet, which we're going to use to build a somewhat of a little kitchen. So we're going to give it a paint job and put a surface on the top and make a hole for a sink. Now that the essentials are done, we just need to add some practical touches. Should we give a tour now?
You're so good.
Alright, so here we are in the pig trailer. Let me give you a tour of all the features that are in here. But it's a bit tight and small, so we're going to use a GoPro so you have a bit more space. So yeah, right here is the bedroom. This is the storage area. Here we have a lot of old crates that we fit in and some old drawers to store a lot of things like clothes. We also added a bunch more on top for more storage. Storage is very useful in Project Camp because we don't have much dry space. Here we can hang clothes with some fresh plastic cloth hangers. Over here some extra bedroom storage, nothing special really. Under the bed we also have a lot of storage space to store more the winter or the summer clothes. And over here we have the living room, also with some fresh plastic hooks here, very sturdy. So on this side we have the stove. So over here we heat up the place. We have some granite around it as a heat well. Then here's another marble shelf with the wood, so we can fire it up. Here's our sound system, recycled plastic as well. Here we have the table to sit. You can just sit and work a little bit. With some sockets, you can also fold it. It's good space. Here another shelf where you can put a few more smaller items for the living room. This is the first original soft surface in Project Camp where you can just sit and lay down without it being very hard. And here we have the kitchen area. It's very basic, but it has water, so you can get something to drink. Here you can store some food, some teas, pan. And over here we have a little shoebox. This thing is made from the same material as we have on the outside, the Trespa. So we can store our shoes. This is actually quite nice when you come in, that you can just chuck your shoes because they're always around. And yeah, that's it for now in the house. We have a bedroom, living room, and we also have an automatic closing door. It's been quite a change since the beginning. So here we have the beautiful inside. Yeah, what can I say? A big project that really tested our ability to use as much recycled materials as possible. Walls are all done. Almost 4 months of work with over 8 people involved. And now it's finally complete. A new cozy house, comfortable and nice to relax in after a hard day of work.
And that was it for the houses, but there's still many people living in tents and vans in base camp, and one of the ongoing challenges of the project is to make this land more fire resilient. Last year we made an experiment debarking some mimosas. It worked quite well, but it also brought some challenges in winter that we didn't foresee back then.
This one fall on top of the old toilet. Okay, looks it resisted. Oh, this is a big one. It broke. Debarked one, since the top part is dead, so it folded down there, bended the can roof. And still holding by those, but also that's a debarked one, so we fucked up the sidings of the can roof.
Okay, let me explain. This can roof was made last season by Kevin. It was a very neat upcycling job, and our video maker just wrecked it. Let's see how he fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, I messed it up a bit. I asked Julie to help me because I'm not very good with fixing stuff. So, well, let's see what her diagnosis is.
Not too bad though. Some wood came out when the screw got detached, but with some new holes, new screws, and a bit of bending, I think we are gonna get quite far.
We will survive.
The tiles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. It's a little bit better. Not that bended anymore. Yes. Back in place. A little puzzle piece. While this is drying, we're gonna clean the toilet. Maybe you can help me, Javi?
Okay. Let's see.
Fit it in perfectly. That's it.
Oh, thanks, Julie.
De nada.
So that was quite a fix. I mean, it's not perfect. You can see it's bended, but yeah, at least it's good now. But we still have a lot of dry mimosas around the toilets. Yeah, like those. That probably we'll need to deal with. But let's see.
Well, you see, this happens when you get a video maker with no skills in landscaping or fixing stuff. But now, with the season already running, we have a cool landscaping team that can take on the task of properly clearing the area and making it safe. this is gonna be a sketchy cut.
Probably that way again, kind of. They could have been here. Yeah, pull, run.
Started with 2 and we have all this help. Look at this community. So it's been a long day of work, but we got all the dangerous trees cleared out so that a van for one of our campers can park here.
That was all for this update. In the next update we will do some fixes and upgrades in Basecamp. If you want to watch it now in 4K and without ads, you can subscribe to Patreon. If not, you can subscribe to the channel, keep up the algorithm, comment, and thanks for watching and see you in the next update.